You had a week.
Hey, what's going on? It's Friday.
And we've got some free food to give away. We are in the middle of building our table, so Matt's a little out of it, and we're trying to see what his answer to the question we've asked this week is. So that's what we were discussing when we came on. But this is where we give out free food to the community, and that's what we're going to do. We took a break in building our table to do this. So, whoop, whoop, here we are. So how we play the game is every Monday between 3 and 5, I post a question. The first 25 to answer gets to be in the drawing the following Friday. And basically, it's easy. You just need to answer the question, and you're allowed to win 3 times in a calendar year. And all the restaurants that we give away free food to are either a distribution partner or a community partner, or somebody that advertises with us. And we have 3 restaurants that we're going to give away today, and we'll let Matt go ahead and tell us what we're playing for.
Here we go. So we have 3 left. The first one, donated by Queen of the Coop up in Hernando, Florida, $25. The other 2 are going to be down in Spring Hill. So we got one for My Nanny's Place. Yes, I got it. Off 19. And I think it's Wiki Wachi, actually. It's just south of Cortez.
And they are our sponsor.
Yep. And then we got one for Fujiyama Japanese Steakhouse. All for $25.
Boop, boop.
Yeah.
And this is week 120 that we've been giving away free food to the community. And this week we asked, what would you rather do? Be able to speak to animals, or would you rather be able to speak all the foreign languages, and why?
I'd probably go with speak to animals.
Why?
Because I'd rather talk to them than people half the time.
And I also would rather probably talk to animals because I would love to be able to understand when they're sick or when they need something, because one of my very favorite things is animals. So, And I have something going on. I need to check that phone real quick, see who that is.
So y'all came up with a bunch of very clever answers. So we're just going to call them back.
Yeah, we'll call him back. It's Roger.
Okay. Of course.
So let's see here. Let's see what you guys answered. Susan Healy said animals because they give unconditional love to their owners and can sense when something is wrong. Judith Worthington says animals. I'm the crazy lady who says hi to snakes, frogs, lizards, raccoons, squirrels, etc.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I do it too. Robert Webb, any language because of the ability to be accepted in any country that I travel to. That's cool. A good reason too, yes. Janet Spillner says speak to animals. Taylor Marie says speak to animals. Michelle Tressler Shahan says with animals because I love them all. Oh, me too. Summer Zakagini, wouldn't animals be considered a foreign language in a way? LOL. Foreign language then. Christine Lampier says, I would love to speak a different language. My bucket list is have a villa in Tuscany one day. It would be amazing to be able to communicate without a translator book.
That'd be cool.
Jason Matson said, speak to animals. I would be like Dr. Doolittle. Yes, I love that movie. Greg Sandin says, I would rather speak to animals for sure. Kimberly Liv Mina says, communicate in any foreign language because then I could travel the world and not have any barriers to experience it like a local. Jenna Markison says, animals. Then we could learn more about them and they seem nicer than a lot of people. LOL. Vinyl Smith says, I would love to speak with animals. They seem to be far more intelligent than humans. Go Vinyl. Roseanne Sabina says, I am answering for Jay Sabina because he is having issues with his phone. He said he would rather communicate in a foreign language because then he would understand what they are talking about. He also said he already talks to animals. LOL. Rachel Thacker Miller says, speaks to animals. Michelle Meyer says, speaks to animals because I run a rescue. Any and it would be awesome. Pam Surak says she would rather speak to animals much better than people. Kim Wynn says, I would like to speak animal language because I like animals more and it would be cool to hear what they have to say. I agree, it would be so cool. Donna Harrigan, animals. I would love to speak to animals and know what's in their head. I've known some good souls. Me too, Donna. Amanda J. Taylor, animals, less drama, she says. Roseanne Sabina says, animals because they are loving and they actually can understand. Yes. Diana Jones Murphy, speak to animals. I already talked to my pets. I love my bird feeder to see the birds come in my yard. I would love to know what the animals are thinking. Danielle May Sullivan, speak to animals. I like them better than most people these days. Susan Stocker, animals. I already know several foreign languages. I would like to know how to help animals.
Cool.
Very good reason. Aaron Preston, he would like to speak to animals. Susan Roberts, she would love to speak to animals as it would be so rewarding. Heather Preston says, I already speak to animals, so I will have to say a foreign language. There are so many languages out there. Justine Wallace says, any language so I can know what everyone is saying, especially if it's bad, LOL. Krista Starr says, communicate in any foreign language because I've always wanted to learn multiple languages. Doris Thompson said, I'd rather be able to speak to anyone in any language because it would be easier to communicate that way. Adrian Hallows says, speak to animals. I need to know what my cat is trying to tell me. Lassie fell down a well. Deborah Sullivan, I would love to speak to animals because I know they know a lot we don't and could really educate us people. Probably. Lene Nay says, communicate in any language so I could travel the world and talk to everybody. Carol Palmer-Lou says, I would love to speak to animals, especially my dog. Would love to have conversations with her. LOL. And Jennifer Jackson says, I think speaking and understanding other languages, so much diversity in America, and you would be able to talk to any one of them. Alicia Manfredi says, that's a hard one. I think I'd rather speak to animal. I think they'd be kinder than most humans.
Probably.
And Deanne says, I would love to speak with animals. Who didn't love Dr. Dolittle?
Huh.
Yep.
Very cool.
So, yeah, that would be, I think the animals won. I think there was a big overwhelming side chosen right here.
For the animals.
The animals are better.
I have a hard enough time with English, as I just gave an example, and still are giving an example.
I talk to the dog.
I don't need to learn more.
I talk to the dogs all the time, and Matt's always like, Gus, are you going to answer her? Answer her in the English we taught you. But I do. I talk to them all. He doesn't answer me.
Never.
But sometimes he does with his eyes.
I tell him, use your words. He just looks at me. He does that.
We talk.
Okay.
He looks at me, and I know what he's saying sometimes. Okay. These are the top 25. We're going to drop them in the empty bucket, and then we're going to draw 3 names, and then we're going to draw where you're going to eat at. All right. Kimberly Liv Mina, Jenna Markison, Roseanne Sabina, Rachel Thacker Miller, Michelle Mars, Pam Surak, Kim Wins, Donna Harrigan, Amanda Taylor, Roseanne Sabina, Diana Jones Murphy, Danielle May Sullivan, Susan Stocker, Aaron Preston, Susan Roberts, Heather Preston, Justine Walla, Christine Starr, Doris Thompson, Deborah Sullivan, Lene Nay, Carol Palmer-Lou, Jennifer Jackson, Alicia Manfredi, and Dee Ann. Those are our 25 that answered first. So after we draw this, we will draw the 3 restaurants, and then we'll talk about our sponsor a little bit. And if you get chosen and I don't already have your address, or you need to update your address with me, please send it through Messenger via Facebook. That is my preferred method of doing it. And Jay Sabina says, good luck, everyone. And if anybody else has been commenting, I'm sorry. I was reading and I didn't see. There's a bunch of stuff there. But I'll try to comment later if you did make a comment.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. We're going to draw 3 names. Diana Jones Murphy. Roseanne Sabina. Oops, I have one that dropped it. Michelle Mars. So we do have 2 from Citrus, and one said that they're open with anywhere. 2 of these places are in Hernando County. So if that's too far for you, you always have the option to give the gift card back into the game. Then that win will not count towards you. And yeah, it's always a good thing to pay it forward. And Deborah Sullivan says, hey y'all, and good luck everyone. Good luck. Thank you. I don't know why I said good luck. It's been a Friday.
Good luck.
It's been a Friday.
We all need good luck.
So let's go ahead and we'll go Diana Jones Murphy first.
Thunder's Post Cup.
Fujiyama.
Fujiyama.
They're over in Spring Hill on, is it Cortez?
Cortez.
Cortez. Look at me remembering stuff.
At Cortez and High Point.
I am directionally challenged, so that's actually pretty good for me.
Yeah. Like, which way is up? I mean,
I'm not that directionally challenged, but without the mountains in Colorado, it's hard for me to know.
change my direction over here.
Roseanne Sabina. I'm not mean.
Out of reach.
Queen of the Coop Farms. They are in Hernando, and they are a lovely little farm stand, and that is a donated card, so whoop whoop. And Michelle Mars.
You're going to our sponsor.
You're going to our sponsor, My Nanny's Restaurant, which they also were called the Siren Spoon.
Siren
So they also donated the gift cards.
Yes.
So make sure that you guys support those local restaurants and support the game. So it's cool when people just say, hey, we love that you're giving to the community and we want to be part of it. So if any of you restaurants are listening and you want to be part of it, that's all you got to do. You just got to give us the card and then we'll give it away. So
simple as that.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So My Nanny's Restaurant is in Spring Hill, Florida. You'll find one of the Sunshine State's best mom and pop style diners. This local favorite is known for big plates of classic comfort food that keep people coming back repeatedly. The menu is packed with options from loaded omelets in the morning to all-you-can-eat fish fries and thick stacked Cuban sandwiches, with many are saying the best around. Breakfast and lunch are both served, giving you plenty to choose from no matter when you stop in. Be sure to save room for dessert because the homemade carrot cake is really hard to pass up. My Nanny's Restaurant is located at 5323 Commercial Way. They're open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. So if you're out there and you want some good comfort food, check out My Nanny's, the sponsor for this week.
And you walk in and it just has that home feel to it too. It's just a real nice place.
All right, and now we are going to...
Maybe I'll read them off first.
We're going to see who's sponsoring next week.
We only got 2. That's my fingers are deceiving me.
No, there should be just 2.
Queen of the Coop Farms. And Mike's Mobile Key.
Well, Mobile Key Express is what it's called, actually.
This is Mike's Mobile Key.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did. Mike's Mobile Key.
It says Mobile Key Express. Mobile Key Express.
Remember, my glasses are in the other room. If Mike's watching, he knows who it was.
Deborah
Mike?
Sullivan says, congrats, y'all. Be safe and have a great weekend. Yeah, but Mike knows who he is. We need everybody else to know who he is. It's Mobile Key
Mike's
Express.
Mobile Key Express.
It's just Mobile Key Express.
He's the fastest locksmith
But Mike does run it, but it's just Mobile Key Express.
The fastest locksmith in the East. Ready?
Karen Mitchell says, pray for Levy County and also please pray for Dave Mole family. And I know we have been praying for him since the tragedy struck. It's a very sad thing. And we're actually praying for the whole state of Florida. These fires are really, really, really bad. All the way up and down. There's a bad one in Gainesville and it's not good. So yeah, everybody should be praying for our state. We all need the rain and oh, Jay Sabina says Argento's was great. Yeah, they're really good. They're really good there. All right, let's see who's sponsoring next week. Mobile Key Express.
By Mike.
By Mike.
Schofield. Cool.
So, thank you guys for playing our game. We will have a whole new lineup of restaurants for next week's fun. And I'll be introducing those throughout the week, next week. And yeah, what do we need to remind everybody of?
We're going to start delivering the paper next week. And while we're doing that and you're eating food, don't forget to tip your waiter.
Yeah.
Or waitress.
Yes.
Yep.
We are going to start delivering the May edition
Start
of
Monday.
the Butler's Post on Monday. So,
woo!
whoop, whoop.
Yeah, get you one or two.
Yeah, and if you get that second one, give it to the neighbor.
Yep. Take it right over.
Yep.
Knock on the door. Hey, it's for you. Oh. See?
Did y'all seen him hit me though first? I was just retaliating. It's called self-defense, Matt.
Self-defense. You got nothing to
Self-defense.
defend yourself with. Okay.
That's nicer. That's much nicer.
Ouch. I hurt my hand yesterday. It hurt. Anyway.
Anyways, remember all the fun we have here at the Peddler's Post is brought to you by our advertisers and the spirit of giving, which is brought to us by Jesus. So if you're in need of a service or good that our advertisers offer, please think of them. We appreciate you guys.
Please.
And Mobile Key Express will be bringing us Free Food Friday next week, and the question will be posted. We hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed weekend, and thank you guys again so much for supporting our little paper with the big boys.
Yep. Thank y'all.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Sounds strange today. The coffee's dancing and it wants to play. Tied my laces in a double knot, ready for whatever this old world has got. The rhythm's rising up, can't hold it back. A technicolor daydream on a one-way track. Oh, it's just a little bit of nonsense. Tiny hat, gave him a high five, and that was that. The world's a circus, find your favorite clown. I'm wearing mismatched socks all over town.